Hello and welcome to the second lesson in the Arabic pronunciation. In this lesson, we'll talk about حرف الباء. So حرف الباء is very similar to the letter B in English. It is pronounced ba, and it looks like that. So as we mentioned in the previous letter, that in the previous lesson, that each letter can have a different sound depending on the haraka above or under it. Such as, so ba can be ba or bu or bi, depending if above it is fatha, dhamma, or if there is kasra under it. Okay, and as we said that each one of them is called haraka. Haraka actually in Arabic means movement, but in this case, haraka is the sound that is made by each letter. So now let's see how ba can have different shapes depending on its position in the word. So ba can look like this if it is in the beginning of the word, or if it's in the middle of the word, it looks like that, or if it is at the end of the word, it looks like that. But this is ba at the end of the word connected to the previous letter. Now, ba can also be at the end of the word separated and not connected to anything, such as the last example. So let's see an example of the first shape where ba is in the beginning of the word. We have bahr. Bahr means sea. Actually, I wrote it bahr. Actually, there is no the sound ha in English. It is very similar to ach, but ach is coming from the chest, while ha is coming actually from the throat. So bahr, not bahr, bahr. Okay, the second example, bait. Bait means a house. And the third example, batta. Batta means a duck. Now again, the second letter in this word, ta, the sound is not available in English. We have T in English, but ta is coming actually from the back of the mouth, while T is coming from the front. Okay, so we'll talk about this letter later in more details in its own lesson. But for now, I just want to show you how ba can be in different shapes depending on its position in the word. Now let's see ba, if it is in the middle of the sentence, if it is in the middle of the word, there is jabal. Jabal means mountain. Okay. Khabar. Khabar means news. Now khabar, in Arabic, we can add it. So there is khabar if it is one, and there is akhbar if it is more than one. As opposed to English, where news, you cannot add news, it is news. One more thing, the letter kha, the first letter in this word, the sound is not available in English. Kha is coming from the throat. Just imagine something stuck in your throat and you're trying to remove it. Kha, khabar, okay? The third example, khubz. Khubz means bread. Now let's see if ba is at the end of the word and connected to the previous letter. We have kalb. Kalb means a dog. Kutub. Kutub means books. We have kitab, and the singular of that word is kitab, and the plural is kutub. This is how we write it. And we have dhanab. Dhanab means a tail, any tail. Okay. Now let's see if ba is at the end of the word. At the end of the word, but not connected to anything. We have dub, a bear, kitab, one book, and ab. Ab means a father. Okay. Now, how can we know that the letter ba, harf al-ba, can be connected or not connected what is the rule here? Well, if you see any of these letters, then حرف الباء is not connected. Okay, so these letters are dal, ذال, ra, zai, and alif. If you see any of these before the letter B, before the letter ba, حرف الباء, then it should not be connected. Any other letter, it has to be connected even if it is at the end of the word. Now, we already talked about al-haraka, or in plural, al-harakat, which makes the sound of every letter. But there are actually more. So we talked about ba. The sound is made if there is fatha above it, and bu if there is dhamma, and bi if there is kasra above it. Now we have something called tanween, or double fatha, or double kasra, or double dhamma. These actually made the same sound of fatha, dhamma, and kasra, but you add an at the end of the sound. For example, if it is ba, it will become ban, or if it is bu, it will become bun, and bi becomes bin. Okay? And the last sound actually is not a sound, it is called sukun, which makes the letter silent. So these words, these examples I gave you before, if we put all al-harakat above them, they will look like that. Bahrun, which is sea. Now at the end of the word, usually if there is nothing after that word, we can make it sukun. We can make the last letter in the word silent. So we can say bahr, as we learned before, or bahrun, if you want to continue the sentence, okay? But if we just stop at the word, we say bahr. We make the last letter in the word silent. The second example, baytun, okay? Battatun, a duck. Jabalun. Now, actually, every noun in the Arabic language, if it starts in the sentence, if it is in the beginning of the sentence, usually it is ended with the double dhamma, or it's called tanween al-dhamm. So the sound on, it should be at the end of each word. As I said, if we stop at the word, or if it is in the last, in the last of the sentence and the end of the sentence, then the letter should be silent. So jabalun, or jabal, and khabarun, one news, and khubzun, bread, kalbun, a dog, kutubun, books, dhanabun, a tail, dubbun, a bear, and kitabun, a book, abun, a father. So that's it for this lesson. I hope you understood how the letter ba can be located in every it can look like in depending on its position in the word. So thank you so much for now, and we'll see you in the next lesson.